Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And this morning I want to tell you why I decided to use Hydretain. Anyway, so stay tuned, and I'm going to tell you my reasoning for finally deciding to purchase this quart of Hydretain. And also I've got a new product that that I found at my local tractor supply. I'm going to put that down this morning. So stay tuned, and we'll get busy. Well, by now I'm sure you've all, anybody that's following any of the lawn care channels have seen this product used. It's called Hydretain. And you know, the old saying is, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Well, that's the reason I've been putting off using this product, Hydretain. Well, that was until about a couple weeks ago. I saw a YouTube video by Alan Hain, the lawn care nut. And what Alan did was he took this Hydretain product and he did a demonstration where he used two different flower pot containers, and on one he didn't put any Hydretain, and the other one he did use the Hydretain product. And if my memory serves me correctly, he had to water the second day. The flowers were wilting up, and you could definitely tell in that hot Florida sun that it was taking its toll on the plants. But on the one he used the Hydretain, he went 3 days before he had to finally water that. So anyway, I decided to give it a try, and so we're going to put this down today. It's July the 25th here in Central Virginia. Our weather has been brutal. It's been in the 90s for 20-25 days. It's been in the 90s. It's been very hot. My yard has lasted real well. I'm real happy with the way it looks based on the conditions, but I thought, why not give this a try? I've been trying, it's not an irrigated lawn, but I do try to water it at least once a week. So I live in town, and the water bill is just too high if I try to put a ½ inch of water several times a week on it. And luckily, about 3 days ago, we got about 1.5 inches of rain. So anyway, I'm going to give this a try. I'm also going to use it on the flowers, some of those, and see if I can cut down on watering on that. So anyway, we're going to give it a shot and see if we can tell the difference. In the next week, it's still supposed to be in the 90s all the way through the end of July, and actually we get a little relief in the first part of August, where it goes down to in the high 80s. A little relief, but not a lot of relief. So we're going to give this a shot and see if we can give our lawn an extra sip of water. So we're going to get busy and put this down. Okay, so the other product I wanted to talk to you about is one that I just found yesterday in my local tractor supply. And of course you can tell by the name that it is a knockoff of the product Moorganite. While in the tractor supply, they did have 2 bags of Moorganite there, and it's basically $19.99 a bag. So the price on Moorganite has gone way up, and I understand some people are finding it hard to find it. So anyway, I came across this product called Moorganite, I guess. Moorganite. Definitely a play off the words Moorganite. Anyway, it's a 5-1-1 slow release all-purpose fertilizer. And of course, a lot of you are probably saying, well, with it that hot, why are you going to put down some fertilizer? Well, I believe grass are probably just like people. It gets hot. Yes, I don't want to eat as much, but I do want to eat, and so I'm kind of considering this a snack for my lawn. And so we're going to see. I've never used the product, so I can't really say I recommend it or whatever, but I like the ingredients. Let me just tell you what the ingredients are. Okay. Basically, this is what it's derived from. It's derived from feather meal, compost chicken manure, gypsum, dairy cow manure, catalytic limestone, and sulfate of potash. So anyway, sounds like some good stuff in there. So we're gonna give this a try and see if we can just give the lawn just a little snack here in the middle of the summer. I've been hesitant to do this, but I want to try to see if it can just help it along a little bit. So first what we're gonna do is we're going to put this down first, and then we're gonna come back and put the Hydretain down. And I'll go over the steps of how they say to put the Hydretain down. So anyway, first step is to put down the Moorganite. So one good thing, this bag does provide you with the spreader settings. I'm using the Scott's Elite spreader, and for that it says to use a setting of 10. So we're going to dial that in to 10. This bag is supposed to cover somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 square feet. I only have about 1,700 square feet on this part of the lawn, but we're going to use it and then maybe put it in another section of our lawn. Okay, so a word about the Hydretain and the proper way to install it. But first, let me explain something too about the label. You've probably been looking at this label and saying that doesn't look like the same label. Well, you're right, it's not. When I got my Hydretain, I got a copy of the regular label, and it seems like this COVID virus has caused them to run short of what they call the homeowner or consumer marketed product. But it's supposedly the same thing. So this is Hydretain ES Plus, but the regular Hydretain that's marketed to consumers, I'm told in the note that it's exactly the same. So I didn't want that to confuse you. Now, a word about putting this down. What I understand is that you have to get your lawn wet first. You don't want to put it on dry soil, because this product does work by getting down into the soil. So what they recommend that you do is that you get your soil moist, not sopping wet or anything like that. So just to get it moist, and then go ahead and apply the Hydretain to your lawn. And of course it comes in the sort of the sprayer where you just hook your garden hose to it and spray it on your lawn. And then after that, they suggest that you water that section of the lawn and try to get at least a ½ inch or a quarter to ½ inch of water on it. So that's what we're going to do. We've turned on the big sprinkler rotary system, and I love these sprinklers. I have about 3 of them now. But the one thing that I really like is that this one right here will water my whole section of this backyard. Like I said, it's 1,700 square feet. And so I've found a place where I can put it and that it'll cover the entire lawn. Now last year when I did the renovation, I had several of just the kind of the garden variety of impact sprinklers, and it took about 3 of them to really get coverage of this 1,700 square feet. And so when I got my big sprinkler system and I hooked it up, and I realized that with this Rainbird, they call it I forget what the number of the Rainbird is, but it's kind of does a whole curtain of water, and it evenly distributes across the whole 1,700 square feet. So I'm real happy about that. So we're going to let the sprinkler probably run here another couple minutes. We're going to hook up the Hydretain, and we're going to put that down, and then we'll come back, hook up the sprinkler again, cut it on, and let it water. And what I've found, it takes to get about a ½ inch of water on this whole section. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours of running to get that. So anyway, so we're gonna get to putting this down. I'll have to say I love these little quick connectors. I have them on everything. I have them on the hoses, I have them on my sprinklers, and I have a little shut-off valve too, so I can shut the water off right at the sprinkler. And also if I'm using something like this or whatever I may use, if it doesn't have a cutoff valve, I've got one right on the end of the hose there. So these just make it quick, make it simple. Once you get enough of these little connectors to hook them up to all of your different attachments, sprinklers, wands, or whatever it may be. Find it very helpful. I think that's enough water, so we're going to cut that off and proceed with the Hydretain. Well, there you have it, one application of Hydretain. Okay, so here you can really see the what they're talking about with the rainbird sprinkler, the rain curtain. I've got a little sun backlighting it now, so you can really see as the sun comes through there. You can see how it really makes a nice curtain of water. Now I'm just out of the throw of the sprinkler. So anyway, thanks for watching the video, and really appreciate it if you hit the little like button, subscribe button, share them with your friends. Really appreciate that. Until next time, God bless you. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the next video.